Okay, there's a ton of false words in this, but I'm simply gonna leave them in, because it's not that I know the Bible, I have issues with the Bible, but the Bible says God gives us enough time to do what we have. So if I say that I don't have enough time, yeah, I'm saying God didn't give me enough time to do it where I can have forever before my parents die. So I guess I can say I don't have enough time to do it where I can simply delete all the, at least not now. So here's what I'm doing. I finished all the files. You know, I studied all the files of the 57 insiders, and now what I'm doing is, actually I even added a 58. I added an extra guy, but he's not, I don't know if he's an inside trader, but he beat one of the people, Mario something, in a congressional race. So I'm using him as I'm using his data. I'm not saying he's an inside trader. Okay, this spoils my franchise, so it's behind the scenes. So I'm using his data, and then I'm using another guy's data, and integrating them together, merging them, kind of, well, intertwining them. So see, look, I started slowly, because again, if you watch my other videos, how behind the scenes, I'm using this like a video game. The AI is creating the story. So I do a little piece. Let me see. Yeah, little piece. Here's the piece. Here's my prompt, and then I cut paste the data on this guy. And then the AI writes a story, and then I put a little bit more, another prompt after that, following like a choose your own adventure books. And I do another one here, over here. Yeah, that was integrating the dialogue. You know, yeah, because I want the dialogue only between two people. Here he was actually using the data as if Whitesides was talking, but no. So I changed some but usually it's like one after the other. And the interesting thing is that I started to have some fun with it. Only one time though, so far. The fun. I mean, have fun I'm having fun doing all this, but it's more of a serious thing. So have some fun. How to say? You know what I mean when I say have some, like, I guess what happens is, I mean, yes, I'm having fun, but I'm being serious. So I guess let's start to, how do I say this properly? I mean, I'm doing it, having fun. I guess it's not really, okay, let me kind of modify that. This whole thing is fun overall, yes, but it's more like work too. So at first starting, it's like work. I have an assignment I have to finish, and then I start to have fun with it. There we go. So I started to have them spoilers. You ready? So got them to have a gay relationship. I think one of them has some kind of thing against lesbian affairs. Against gay stuff in their congressional work. I don't know. So anyway, there's we go. There's the gay stuff. All right. So now I can even go further, and then have them. I guess I could integrate this into Epstein Island. Okay. Paul finds out the men went to Einstein Island in Australia, where they had their gay affair, and it is rumored to be some places won't allow particular stories, so I need to be careful here. trying to think. Okay, as long as it's not explicit. Okay. Want it to be trafficking, trafficking children. Okay, yeah. So let's see, and then see, I do the prompt there, and then it takes off with it. I gotta go to sleep. I've been up all day. I've done so much. I fixed the toilet, and I got the food, filmed all the food. Then I did recycle bin. Not only that, but after putting after putting away the food in the small fridge and moving the food indoor, then I did whole research. The rest of the research, about half of the insiders data, did all of that. Then I went back to, after doing that, putting the rest of the grocery, finishing up. Yeah, because I had put some of the groceries also in the big fridge, and then put the rest of them in the fridge. Filmed that also. Then did the recycle bin stuff. Put all the recycle bin garbage out. Garbage out. And I came back and then started writing the story. I did so much. I don't think I've ever done this much work in a long time. And it all comes down to controlling time. Remember, controls time, controls everything. And when you have a map, you have a way. As long as you have a map, you always have a way. So I integrate those two. What do I call them? Those two instructional paths. Yeah, okay, I guess I call it. And then whammo, I was able to do everything fast. And I got up at around, let me see, the food came in around 11, scheduled for 10 to 12. So I got up at around 9:30. So I've been up past 12, okay, 12 hours. Well, so let me see. 1, 2, 3. I've been over 15 hours, nearly 16. I would say 16 possibly. 16, 17. Wow. I need to go to sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need to go to sleep. I can feel myself really smacking up. The food has been smacking me up, thankfully. Okay, alright, so let's see. To Einstein Island. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay. So the thing is I have 57, right? 57 inside traders on my list, and then I have an extra guy. I don't know if he's an inside trader or not. I'll have to do research on him, but he's not on the 57 list. So, but I could simply keep integrating spoilers, integrating one, background. These are all real backgrounds, but of course there's some fictionalizing when I intertwine them, according to the AI, and then some me too. So I keep integrating each of their stories. It could go on forever, infinite. This could go on literally forever. I have the main structure of the stories. In fact, I already did preliminaries with my other pre-franchise. I call them pre-franchise or test franchise. They're not really test franchise. They're all valid. So I've done this. The new franchises here, these new recent ones. The iterations are about. I've done like 5 or 6 of them in the past 2 months, or you can even say month, within a 30-day period. Actually, I'd say a 2-month period. So I have the stories down pat. Technically, yeah, I would say for the past 2 months, 3 months, I would say 2 months. So I've got the core structured in really good, really, really, really good. So I know it all. Now, because my parents nearly being dead, I really need to smack this up. Everything. I think this happens to everybody. When your parents are nearly dead, and you're gonna be left all alone, you're thinking, in some ways, or in many ways. No, in some ways, you got to prepare for everything. So I literally had a crash. I don't want to say crash. I've had a super flash course in literally entire everything, the entire life cycle. I already know the future, but now I'm filling it up with all the gaps, and wow, smack into the politics. Although I've done this kind of political research before for the stories, but now I have a more accurate focus on it. I mean, literally tied with the guide number. The guide number smacking me into this. So, I mean, like, yeah, wow. And this story will ultimately help me understand, finally, why people don't, shut off their Wi-Fi. I mean, you think it was so simple. My family telling me, or, people telling me and stuff, but my gosh, it's like skating uphill. And the hills are all vertical. Not even at a 45-degree angle. Okay, so I'm so tired. I'm not gonna even put another prompt here because I want it to be perfect, as perfect as possible. So if I do a test thing here and then I forget X on the order, it could screw up the AI's thinking thing. So that's it. I'm going to go to sleep. It was a good day today, and what do I want to leave out with? Nothing. That's it. I'm good. I'm good. All right.